my strength and my redeemer. We're ready to do it, so let's step to it. Now that I have your undivided attention, praise the Lord, everybody. Oh, Pastor Breed, Elder Drum Group, they thought that was a greeting. No, that was a biblical command. Praise the Lord, everybody. He is worthy to be praised. First, giving honor to the two undisputed beings of all, God the Father's precious Son, Jesus Christ. Pastor Roger Breedlove, presiding officiant, Elder Harold Drumgoole, both of them my friends for over 50 years now. Certainly to the Walters family, to each and every one of you here today. I'm Henry Jones, 1974 Madison graduate. Any Madisonians in the house today? Yeah, you better be here. That's right. We'll get to you later in this. But Gary and I grew up on Flint Street together. I was near to Genesee. He was near to Jefferson, so he would have to walk past my house before I was supposed to go to West High. And that's how we became friends. We started playing sandlot football, street football on the side of West High. All down the street one weekend, Aberdeen the next week. I don't know why he rotated, but that's what we did. So a recruiter came to recruit for the Dutchtown Merchants Pop Warner team. They played their games at Jefferson High School. He said he was looking for, 3 or 4 good players. So he selected 5. Gary, number 1, myself, Kenny Quinn, Dee Dee Quinn, and Jesse Scott. That recruiter name was Robbie Irons. Anybody remember that name? Yeah, best running back in Aquinas history, one of the city's best as well. So we get over to Jefferson for the tryouts, and heard this young white boy standing next to me whisper to another one. He said, "Are they any good?" And the other guy whispered back, "Well, they must be because Robbie Irons recruited them," right? So that's where the story gets very interesting, how Gary motivated me not to pursue athletics. So the first game I started at halfback. I had a good game. Ran it all the way down to inside the 5, and he kept giving it to the quarterback for quarterback sneak. So I never scored. He scored like 50-some points that day. They didn't let Gary play because of the name on his birth certificate of his father. And I'm not going to repeat the name here. You have to do your own research about that. But trust me, famous thing in athletics. They didn't believe that was his father's thing to let him play. Well, they did the research, and the next week, they let him play. He scored something like 60 points. Gary had like 7, 8 touchdowns, put me on the bench, and I never touched the football again the rest of the season. So I'm in my feelings a little bit about Gary, of course, but that's how great he was at 14, 15 years of age, right? So, fast forward, we get to Madison, and I knew I couldn't play ball with those guys. They were great. I saw the earmarks of greatness at an early age. Gary, of course. Lamar Marshall. Stand up when I call your name, please. Lamar Marshall. Where are you? Already standing in the back. That's right. Remember, Lamar hit that half-court shot in the Section 5 game at the War Memorial. Jamal Wilkes type player. Roger Breedlove with that smooth, silky, smooth jumper, just like his messages in the pulpit now. Smooth delivery. Harold Drumgoole. All utility player. Couldn't do nothing with him. He was out to win at all costs, and he did. Glenn Hagan. Oh, man. That's right. Rock City Ball Wizard. Led St. Bonaventure to the title. The NIT probably should stand up, Glenn. Probably should have won the MVP. That's right. That's right. Hayes McClary. Where are you, Hayes? Stand up. That's right. Let me tell you a little story about Hayes. He played at East, and Hayes was the highest leaping person I had ever seen. He went up and pinned the ball on the backboard before it hit the backboard. Legal play. It was 1973, 1974. May he rest in peace. The East High coach, Sal Rizzo, came off the bench, got the referees together in the middle of the court, and said, "Call goal 10." I know you remember that. We would have beat them, but we didn't. But Gary elevated everybody's game to another level, and that's my point here. So he let me know by traumatizing me, athletics wasn't my thing, academics was. And when when we graduated that night from Madison, he told me, he said, man, I should pursue academics like you. And here I was admiring him. And so we all have talents. You have to find out what they are and teach our youth at an early age. So, having said all of that to say this, I've been the ring announcer for professional boxing for 34 years now out of Washington, D.C. I'm renowned as the first prominent black ring announcer in the entire history of boxing. Did y'all know that? I'm representing boxers everywhere I go. I give myself self-glorification, but if you didn't know, me saying it, you wouldn't know, because that's how it's been for me. But things are changing. Things are changing. I'm going to bring a major fight back here real soon. So as the ring announcer, I have the privilege and authority to give a traditional 10 count that we give to the great ones who have passed, and I don't think anybody would doubt it here today. Gary fought a good fight to get back to life. That's right. So if you all please stand at this time, I give a traditional 10 count in memory of the late, great Gary L. Walters. Gone but certainly never to be forgotten, his good days outweigh the bad. With more victories than life than defeats, ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands where you stand. Girls and boys, make a joyful noise in the memory of the late, great, formerly Dirty Red, now glorious Gary L. Walters. Your spirit rest in peace. Thank you.